Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well. It's Janice here. So today I'm going to do another bloom. And yes, I know, I absolutely love doing blooms. I have to force myself to do just a few different things in between, but I'm back at doing blooms. Somebody wants 4 blooms with white backgrounds. But it hasn't been easy going. I'm going to be honest with you, I have so struggled with the resin. So it's not my normal standard resin. My resin that I normally use hasn't arrived yet. So I've got 120 grams of, it's also a 1-to-1 resin. It's medium viscosity. But it is so different to the other resin I use, which is also a 1-to-1 medium viscosity resin. I have just struggled like crazy with this one. So it's probably going to be a good lesson for people that are struggling with doing blooms, because I've had to readjust everything. So first of all, this resin seems to heat up so quickly. And as you all know, I normally mix my resin for 5 minutes and then I let my resin stand for 17 to 18 minutes. And for me, that's perfect. My blooms work out perfectly. And that's using the old resin that I'm using. This resin, by 10 minutes, it's heated up so much, and it heats up so quickly that I've literally had to throw I've thrown stuff away. So with this one, I'm totally forced to use my thermometer. So I honestly have to keep track of it all the time. So I'm using a purplish red and a peach red for this bloom, and I've got my white pigment paste, and I've got my piping bag. So I've stirred my resin already before I started the camera. I stirred it for 5 minutes, and I've just been letting it stand now. I'm monitoring my little clock there, but also I keep feeling, I keep having to feel my plastic cup that the resin's standing in, because it just suddenly starts heating up. So I've poured a little bit of the resin, about 20 grams, into my little small little silicone cup, and I literally put a drop of the white resin paste on my stick, and I've mixed that in. So it's kind of the consistency of, I would say, skim milk. And then I'm going to put that into my piping bag. And I'm also just going to let that stand. Oh my goodness, we've got some little visitors here. I've got to show you. Just so sweet. So this little guy has jumped up onto the windowsill of the craft room. And he is just looking at me, feeling very much at home, coming in, making himself comfortable. And I had sliced up an apple, so I actually just put a piece out for him, and he took it quite happily, and then sat on the windowsill. A whole troop arrived, and there must have been about 30 of them. But yeah, this is a day in Africa, so we are so blessed. Have these little cuties coming to visit us periodically. So anyway, let's get back to the resin while they're playing in the garden. And so I've got it into my piping bag now, and now I'm just going to keep filling my cup and just monitoring this very closely. I'm just praying that this bloom turns out, because I've really struggled. And then also make sure your alcohol inks are always nicely, you shake them really well just to mix them up. So I'm starting to feel that it's just starting to heat up. Now this is quick. I'm only on about 5 minutes. And so it just shows you how different resins are. So it's a good lesson to just realize that You know, you've really just got to work your own resin out. I've had to adjust so much with this one that, yeah, it really threw me a little bit. So my other thermometer broke, so I'm just using a standard ordinary that was in my medicine cabinet. And I'm just monitoring the temperature. I want to get it to about 35, 36 degrees Celsius. Okay, so my resin is 36 degrees Celsius now. So it's nice and warm. And I can pour it into the mold now. It's been standing for 11 minutes. Sorry, there might be a bit of background noise. There is such a wind blowing today, so the trees are really making a noise outside here. And then just remember to go around the outside of the mold, just because, I don't know, the bubbles just love to cling onto all of those little indentations there. And then just remove any of the other bubbles that are in your resin. Right, so I'm putting the purplish red first. And I'm just going to go all around the edge of the mold. And then I'm putting the peach red around again towards the center, and I'll put a last little dot of the purplish red in the center. Now you don't want to cut a lot off the end of your piping bag. Rather just start with a small little piece, test it out, see if it comes out in a nice little line. If not, then go a little bit bigger. But you don't want it coming out too thick. And then just play around with your patterns. I love playing around with different patterns. You never know what you're going to get. So, you know, just have fun with it, because honestly, the way the resin moves, it's just so interesting. And yeah, just try different things. And remember, you don't have to, you know, seek perfection. It doesn't matter. Your bloom is still going to turn out beautiful and natural. Doesn't matter if you make a mistake, or, you know, the whole point is just to have fun with it. Try different things. And then if you've got any blobs, just pull them out. You don't want them sinking to the bottom of your bloom. And then, you know, when you demold, you've got a nice big blob there. So try and just, if you see anything, just pull it out. So this is on hyperlapse now, so you can just see what's happening with the resin. As it cools down, it pulls towards the center of your mold, and that's what's forming your bloom. And that's why you've got to heat up your resin. So this was the next day. I've got 110 grams of resin again, my 1-to-1 resin. And this person wants a white background, so I'm using a white pigment paste. And you don't need a lot of this, just you know, just sort of the tip of your stick, and then stir really well because it is super thick. And you'll see that I actually should have stirred mine a little bit longer, because when I did pour, you'll see there were a few streaks, but I did manage to fix it. But stir really well, just give it that extra stir and make sure that all your pigment paste, because it's thick, it sinks straight down to the bottom. A lot of it sinks to the bottom, and I think that was my mistake. I didn't kind of go into the corners of the cup at the bottom. You can see those few streaks there, and I think what happened is that it just sunk, but I just quickly did a little bit of blending in with my silicone stick, and so it was fine. And then I just went over it with my heat gun to remove any of the bubbles, and I covered it and I left it overnight. Oh, so this is always the exciting part and also the nervous part. Well, I'm happy with it. It's not so bad. Yeah, there's a lot of petals on it. It looks nice on the white background. It does pop. It's what she wanted. So there's 3 more to go. I think it was a blue and a green, and I think an orange. I'm not sure. But thank you so much for watching, and just give it a go. It is truly just easier than you think. Just make sure that your resin has heated up, and you'll be able to do it.